What everybody ought to know about plaintiff's attachment bond and release attachment bond. Briefly explaining the two bonds, plaintiff's attachment bond is issued when the plaintiff in a civil case wants to attach property belonging to the defendant as security for a claim made against the defendant. A plaintiff may want to attach the property of the defendant if there is reason to believe that the defendant will not pay the judgment. On the other hand, release attachment bond is a surety bond that can be purchased by the defendant to counter a plaintiff's attachment bond and retain possession of the assets until the case has been decided by the court. What is needed before obtaining a plaintiff's attachment bond? To get started, we generally need the following. 1. Completed application. 2. Copy of the court's final order approving the bond. 3. Copy of the complaint. 4. Financial statements are required if you are attempting to obtain this bond without collateral. What is the cost of purchasing a plaintiff's attachment bond? Each case is different, and so is the cost of the premium for the attachment bond. The premium is the monies that the surety bond company retains for providing you the bond. Generally speaking, for most court bonds, the premium is ordinarily pegged at 1% of the bond total with collateral, or 2% without collateral. The minimum premium is $650. On larger bonds, we can offer better premium rates. Is collateral needed for this bond? Most civil or judicial bonds are required to be fully collateralized with a wire transfer of funds to our collateral account, or an irrevocable letter of credit from a bank. There are some situations where civil bonds may be approved without collateral. However, the underwriters will closely review the financial capacity of the bond purchaser as well as particulars of the type of case. Plaintiff's attachment bond is a bond obtained by a plaintiff, thereby making it a plaintiff's bond. It is posted to seize the money or property of a defendant before a full trial begins. The plaintiff's bond provides guarantee that the plaintiff will pay the defendant for any damages that the defendant suffered as a result of the attachment if the case is settled for the defendant. Here is an example of plaintiff's attachment bond. Mark borrowed $1,000 from his friend, John, on the condition that he will pay back after several days. However, Mark has failed to repay the money after several months, prompting John to seek legal remedy, and sued Mark to force him to pay him back. John learned that Mark is planning on leaving the town and move to another state. He also learned that Mark is maintaining a savings account in one of the town's banks with enough money to cover his loan. John then petitioned the court to issue a writ of attachment to have Mark's bank account be attached to the litigation. After filing the necessary attachment bond and presenting proof that Mark will flee, the court will issue the writ and attach a bank account to cover the judgment in case of a ruling favorable to John. When a plaintiff's attachment bond or plaintiff's bond is posted, the defendant may secure a release attachment bond to regain possession of his or her property or money. This is a defendant's bond, which is used to counter an attachment bond purchased by a plaintiff. It legally cancels a plaintiff's legal maneuver to have his property attached to the litigation and provide the creditor security about his claim until the court issues a final ruling on the dispute. If you are in need of an attachment bond or a release attachment bond, we will be happy to assist you with your bonding requirements. We'll issue the bond at an affordable rate, and we'll even give you a free quotation. Give us a call at 800-333-7800, or you can also visit our website and get your free quote today.